Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
All right, greetings and salutations. As y'all can see, they're trying to come back a little bit. Pike's trying to come back a little bit. But hey, y'all know I'm dedicated at this point. But before we get started, big shout out to HBCU Digital Network. This is home. Just got a notification. Been about a year. I'm like, it's been about a year that I've been doing this. So it's official. It's first year. It's been good. It's been really good. Great experiences. I can't. A year went quick. Definitely go chase your dreams. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. If you want motivational speech, go chase your dreams. I'm chasing after mine. But yeah, go chase them. Big shout out to the Cable Busters, Cable Busters TV. Y'all know they've been a good sponsor for us. Also, Black Techies, they are my brethren on HBCU Digital Network. So as we get into all that, I told y'all, hope springs eternal. And the spring sports have, as Willie Simmons likes to say, left no doubt. They kind of, spring is for new birth. That's when new growth happens. And new growth has been happening on the Heights of Seven Hills. It's been nice. It's been good to get some wins. I top half finishes, and I'm gonna start with the track team. Track team went to the HBCU showcase, finishing fourth. We need that, and I don't know who you give credit to. You naturally want to say, oh, we got a new coach. Credit goes his way, but to me, credit goes to the coach that maybe didn't get the job but held the fort down. Because while everything else was going crazy, he was there. Again, call me biased, call me what you want. Don't say that I am not cognizant of the fact that somebody did the yeoman's job when nobody else was there. So I'm gonna take it there, and I'm gonna be excited for it. But also bowling, and that team has changed. Like, we lost some players, we've also gained some players, and we came away SWAC cluster, finishing fifth, about halfway. But the other part of that, you got a player of the week, Jordan Ship, and she must have carried the load because one player on the fifth place team finishing and getting bowl of the week, that's not something you ignore. Just me. I don't ignore that. I am excited, ecstatic, because you're competitive. Go back a few months where this bowling team was. We were at the bottom. We were about 2 inches from the floor. So we got to see. Hopefully, we continue to see some growth and improvement. Again, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at. Also, tennis season is full swing. We have Florida Gulf Coast all the way from Fort Myers. They're coming up. And that's a game on Saturday, January 21st. And it's 10 o'clock. It's early. I ain't gonna lie. Tennis starts early. They don't. They don't wait till the last minute. They start early, and it's over. I mean, kind of is what it is with that. Sorry about that. Still trying to get them back. But again, it's for me. I'm here for it. Growth. That's my big thing because I'm tired of some of our sports being 2 inches from the floor. But it's there. I said but like 3 times now. Now, women's basketball, men's basketball, the Valley was good. And it was so hard not to put Valley in the title. But ONG did it. And I was like, well, I can't do it because they did it. Like, I gotta be different. I can't. I love Kofi. I love Brian. Love cousin Kelvin. But I can't be just following them like that, I can't be doing all that, I'm the day after, but I'm not gonna try to, like copy and title. If I see they got Valley, I gotta try to go way left. And that was needed. A good mollywhopping. Now, granted, Valley is last place. The Valley. It kind of is what it is. But it was a game where even Coach Pillow recognized we got some people in the game that, okay, needed to play. And maybe some minutes ran long, but maybe you found a little continuity. They're a last place team. I'm not gonna dissuade you from being critical. Lord knows I am. That's the reason I'm here. I'm critiquing. I'm asking the questions. I want to know. And I don't mind asking Coach Pillow questions. And it's not because I'm some alpha male that I don't care what she said. No, because she's a nice lady. You go up to her, you talk to her with respect, she gives it back. Friendly, personable lady. Told you I love me some Coach Pillow. Like, and that's not even me trying to be like jonesing on her. That's just me being real. Like, I like talking to her. When I've spoken to her, she's always very nice. That being stated, that win was needed. I mean, the next game you get Alcorn, and Alcorn ain't that far at the bottom. They're kind of close to the middle of the pack, if I remember correctly. But that was just needed. It kind of took some of that heat off. If you listen to the coaches show today, it made it feel better. It made it look better. It put yourself in a position where you weren't just asking, why are we losing? Why is this going awry? Why is everything going left? It wasn't that. It was better. It was, hey, we come off a win, got a little bit of energy. You feel good about yourself, regardless of if it's a last place team. You needed to win. And hopefully against Alcorn, we get another. That game is going to be in Lorman, Mississippi. 1 o'clock tip. So we'll see what network it's on. Hopefully, we can catch it on something. Probably online. I forgot to check. I ain't gonna lie, y'all can tell a brother's a little tired tonight. But that being stated, it was needed, and it was good. And the men followed suit and got a win too. Granted, it was a 1-point win. We didn't finish well, and Coach just stated that. If you just caught the coach's show, just finishing it, Coach stated, "Yeah, we didn't do well enough. We could have done more." I agree. No part of me is going to disagree with that because it wasn't pretty. It wasn't. It was a nice lead. Like, go back and watch. First quarter, we get a nice little lead. I mean, first half, excuse me. Men's and women's basketball. So, second half, man, woof, popped up. I didn't even pop a Molly, and I was sweating. And I was over. I wasn't acting like Trinidad James at the end, but I wasn't far off. A 1-point victory over a last place team where they closed that kind of gap. It can't be that. Like, the same kind of positive energy I have for the women's is keeping that concern on for the men's. Because the reason I have positive energy for the women, it was a decisive victory. You won by 16. 69-53. There's some space. You won by 1 point against the team in last. That's cause for concern because now we are 2 places from last for both the men's and women's. Going into Alcorn, you need another win. Like, you need it because go check football. The momentum, FAMU football, the momentum is there. It's hot. I can't think of when FAMU football has been hotter other than maybe the Billy Joe era, but especially in recruiting. It's every day. I can't keep up with all the recruits that are being offered. And you got the orange and green game coming, and that day is going to be huge. I got to send in my media stuff. Like, you got to start to see, yo, we gotta go because, man, us going in the den. Let's address the elephant in the room. In every sport, you have a floor, you have a ceiling. Like, obviously, the ceiling is the top, the floor is the bottom. I mean, and in basketball, FAMU's real close to the floor. Not saying that we're not good teams, because I really feel like I like the women's team as far as I project them to finish doing better. But I'll be honest, I'll keep it a beam with you. I'd rather watch the men. It's a different game. They got a little bit more dog in them. Not saying the women ain't got that dog in them. I don't call females dogs first and foremost, but they got a little what for, but it ain't the same. Like, some of the men's basketball players have a chip on their shoulder, the size of the golden nugget, if I'm gonna quote Jay-Z. But it's also the intensity is different, and some of that just comes with men's and women's basketball. And it's not that women's basketball is less intense; it's that you see it more. Your eyes see it, because men, a lot of times, the game tends to be a little more physical. Not that the women's game is less physical, but it's the physicality with the body types. Whereas with the women, they're ladies. You don't normally get the super toned frames across the board. You'll get some, but it's not normal that you see a women's team with 12 or 15 toned young ladies. It's very abnormal to see a men's team and see like at least 4 of them that ain't toned, especially in this day and age. And yeah, that makes a difference. But at the same point, both your men's and women's basketball teams are at the floor of the conference. You're in a 12-team conference and both teams are 10th. Yeah, it's early in the season. And you played the team was probably the ceiling. That being Southern on the men's side. You also played the floor. And when you were playing against the floor, you almost lost them. They came back. You beat them by 1. When you played against the ceiling, yeah, we knew that wasn't going to work. So my question is, and this episode might be a little shorter than normal. How do we keep ourselves from becoming the floor? Because you can't be the ceiling in every sport. You can't. You're not going to be the best at everything. All the trash talk you may talk and I may talk is never going to change the fact that very few teams are good at everything. Even the University of Florida falls off sometimes. Like, let's keep it. Let's be real. Florida State's getting there. This year, the men's basketball, not the best. Not all their fault. They got some bogus NCAA, like some bad luck with the NCAA. But still, they're not the ceiling of everything. Good programs. Some of them are elite. Some national championship level. But you got to have some sport that you're not great at. Vanderbilt, they're not good in basketball. They're not good in football. I almost said basketball. They're solid in basketball and they're great in baseball. Same thing, Alabama. Alabama's great in football. Baseball, not that great. So we have to find our way in order to move up. Some of that is related to funding the programs. Like let's be honest. Let's keep it what it is. If you're gonna have championship programs, you got to get either championship sponsors or championship donations. But you also have to develop the talent. And sometimes you got to shift what you're doing to fit the talent. I'm not going to say that doesn't happen, but I wonder if it always happens. I'm just saying. And furthermore, it also comes with the idea that you got to accept that some sports ain't going to be it. I'm just saying, some sports aren't going to be your best sports. But whatever your best sport is, it needs to produce revenue. Your revenue producing sports need to be your best. Football has to be. FAMU football has to be good. It cannot fall. You need the revenue. You need the cachet. You need all that. FAMU basketball, it ain't gotta be good, but boy, if it was, you get a little better buy-in. You get a little better preparation. You can't tell me that a championship level basketball team would not have well publicized season ticket packages. Only reason I know they have season tickets is honestly because I was listening to ONG the other week. And Kelvin was like, oh, yeah, I got season tickets. You get this, you get that, 200. I'm like, oh, I never knew. I mean, does baseball have season tickets? Again, these are just questions. Because, again, if you're going to have championship level product, you have to support it at a championship level. And if the notifications and the advertisements are not going to get to a large enough amount of people where you're going to offset some cost, you can't afford championship. Like, let's be real. If you cannot afford high level talent, it's not going to work. You can't get everything for free. And in order to avoid being at the floor, you got to invest. And merely investing is not enough. We're seeing, for those who want Bragg to be a 65,000 seat stadium, go look at Lawson. It's too big. It's too big for basketball, especially the results of the basketball team. It's too big. You could put it back in Gaither and it'd be cool. But right now, it's a sad sight. And I'm probably cool. I don't travel for as many games as I should. But again, it's a reality. If you're gonna create championship level products, you have to invest in it. But you also gotta win. Call people fair weather. But we are. Nobody supports the loser. Nobody is gonna support a loser. We just saw Byron Leftwich got fired. And the Bucks offense looked anemic. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like the head coach hire. But somebody had to go. Somebody had to wear that. And Byron was the fall guy. Because when you're trying to get me to buy a Bucks season tickets for $1,000+, 8-8 ain't gonna do it. 7-6, not gonna do it. Whatever. Sorry. Losing season, I'm not renewing. I'm just not. Same thing with the men's basketball, women's basketball. 3-win season. It's tough. And it's not all their fault. Yet, we are where we are. And in order to climb And sorry, Mike Norvell, I stole your thing. In order to climb from the bottom, we have to also invest, but we also got to win. That winning changed the game, because once you start winning, people are invested. They want to continue to support it. FAMU football is probably going to do great numbers. It's a winning product. You're talking about a 9-win program, 2 years back to back, second in SWAC. Like, make it not make sense. Why would I not go to that? Homecoming's going to be stupid. And if you're Tiffany Dawn Sykes and you have Michael Smith there, I find whoever has the deal on temporary bleachers now. Because you throwing 30,000 in that 20,000 seat stadium. Furthermore, I would look to expand. Can you expand Bragg? Can you add another press box on the other side? Because if this is going to be a program that's not at the floor of the SWAC, that is consistently at the ceiling, you got to support it like that. FAMU baseball, if the facilities do not get better, you will be at the floor. It's just a fact. Cookman doesn't have their own stadium, but they play at a minor league baseball facility. Talk greasy about them if you want to, but their facilities are better than more Kittles. It just is. It just is. So in order to climb up from the floor and to stay at the ceiling, we have to find new ways of investing, new ways of creating revenue. And some of that's through winning. Ticket sales is not enough. Miss me with that. Every fan needs a season ticket package. There's no tickets for that. It's not. If every FAMU alumni bought season tickets, Bragg would stay sold out, and there'd be a waiting list. You push out all the locals who aren't FAMU alumni. Now, the Lawson Center, it'd be great. But some of that is going to not only take investment, smart scheduling plays a part. We talked about that. But also, you got to win. Corporate or everyday person, nobody's going to support a losing product. And I'm not saying that they're losers. I'm saying the efforts in practice have not always turned into wins in game. And I'll say it once, I'll say it again. This year, I think the women are going to go farther. I see something there, Coach Pillow. I see what you're doing. Fangs up. Keep calling that play. That's my favorite play, and I'm biased. That's it though. That has to be it. Now, recruiting is huge too. I just mentioned FAMU football recruiting. Listen, the coach, we got some basketball recruits that are supposed to be some scorers, but we may have to also alter our offense to fit the players that are scorers. Some guys you're trying to force to fit into the system, but sometimes the system's got to change to fit the players. Because 55.5 won't do. And 60 points ain't enough. Because come 5 o'clock on Saturday, if they're losing Alcorn, I'm going to be looking like, man, we're back. Now, we beat Alcorn. Look, I'll be ecstatic. Because that's 2 wins in the SIP. 1 in the SIP, 1 at home. But it's got to change. It's got to improve. It has to get to a point where you understand as a fan and as a loyalist that this has to improve. And it won't improve if we're settling for second, if we're not invested, if we're not contributing. Your income tax money's coming, you do what you will. But don't forget about FAMU. Even if it's a $25, even if it's just a $25, let's start that. My brothers at ONG, I challenge you. Anybody else that covers FAMU, let's challenge all FAMU alumni to give $25. during tax season. Just saying. I don't have the number of alumni we have nationwide right now, but I'll join in. Y'all know I ain't afraid. I ain't never afraid to put my money where my mouth is. If I'm gonna talk trash, I'm gonna talk trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. The reason I don't gamble is because I don't control it. I'm not gonna gamble when somebody else playing the game. Now, if I'm playing, I'm gambling, and I'm not a gambler. But that's one of the ways. Oh, I'm playing. All right, bet. I bet on me every time because I'm gonna do my darndest to win. I may not cheat, but I'm gonna do my darndest. But it's and I'm checking how many FAMU alumni. How many alumni does FAMU have? I'm Googling it. I'm seeing 75,000. I understand all 75 can't. Again, that's Google. I don't know how accurate that is. But if 35,000 gave $25 and it didn't flip for you, but that's $800,000. Not a lot. It's not breaking the bank of your income taxes if you get some back. Some of y'all got to pay. But it would be nice for FAMU to get almost $1 million during income tax season. And if you really wanted to go and support Tiffany Dawn Sykes, our new AD, woo. Yeah, I said it. Send it to the athletic department. You want Bragg to look like this? You want Lawson to have that? You want more kiddos to have that? Give him. Let's collectively give a mill as an alumni base, as a booster base, because some of y'all never went to FAMU, but we'll give. Let's get 25. 23 on me. I'm just saying. That could be the little thing. All right, let's go with the 2023 thing. 23 on me. Hashtag 23 on me. Hashtag FAMU. Everybody get $23. Is LeBron's old number? I think he's 6 now. I think it's fun. Get a little something like that, you know. I ain't King James, but I got the KJ. I'm thinking that's it. So 23 on me. Let's do that this year. So I'm challenging. I said 25. I'm going to move it to 23. Let's do that so that we can get these teams out of the cellar. It may not do everything you want. That would be significant. 800,000 into that athletic budget. That'd be a nice chunk of change. That's something to hang your hat on. Is it a lot for the athletic budgets? Absolutely not. But it would it do something, especially near the end of the fiscal year, to help out? I think so. That's my challenge to you. Challenge somebody else that's a fellow FAMU, fellow Rattler during tax season. We're going to make this push. When I donate my 23, I'll post it. 23 on me during tax season. That way, and we're giving it to the athletic department. Not that the general fund of the university doesn't get enough. That athletic department needs more. And we can't complain about it if we're not going to do something about it. I could not complain about the lack of people covering FAMU athletics. And then, well, I got time. I can make time. I want to see it. So you know what? I'm not going to wait on nobody else to do it. I'll do it. Let's go. I'll cover FAMU athletics, and I love it. And I'm not the only one doing it. That needs to be our approach. We see these things need to be worked on. Coach Shoop is telling you, I need this. I need that. I need this. I need a turf field. It's going to cost this much money. If we were to give, especially a large enough group of the alumni, $23 during tax season, I think we could raise enough to give Coach Shoop that field. Because I've been to baseball games, and the baseball coaches are dragging the field. And my question was, why? When I go to the Rays games, that Seminole they got in the dugout, he ain't dragging no field. When I go across the street to Mike Martin Field, he ain't dragging no field. But when I come to FAMU, and that erector set of a baseball field, and I'm being nice to say that, the coaches are not only coaching, but they're dragging the field. Coach said, yo, just give me a turf field. So I ain't got to do that. That'll save me time. So, but right now, unless we see some change, we're going to stay 2 inches off the floor. All right, y'all. Keeping it short today. Well, I end up running the regular time, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Spring sports gave me a little bit of energy. The orange and green game is coming. It's going to be in April. Get your money ready. Don't wait till the last minute. Put a little $75, $80 aside. If you get paid twice a month, take $75, $100 out. Put that to the side. That ain't gonna be a great sum of money, because before you know it, it's gonna be February, March, April. But if you can put $200, that's $600. That'll at least get you half a hotel. I'm just saying. Just think about it. That being stated, though, that is my time, y'all. Running short on time, but long on love. This is, as always, Fangs Up. Big shout out to HBCU Digital Network. This is home. The Black Techies. Herb Seward. Check him out. Check out anytime. He's on Twitter. I made us last week with Ed Reed. Oof. Y'all, Herb was cussing. He was mad. But anyways, y'all, I appreciate your time. And
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCU